Another good question. I think in any business relationship, whether it's in the private sector, in the government sector, we really have to base our ability to find successes on really a good, sound communication. And I think that's an area that was one that began to really fall apart within the town. I think anybody that we have some involvement in whatever we do today, you have to have that means to be able to communicate. You have to be able to put information out on the table that we all really know that we have to work with. And again, I don't think this is an impossible task. I think, though, it is a task that we have to make, which is first and foremost. And it's not going to be just for me. It's going to be for any of our leaders in this town. We have to make certain as we go forward that each of the two groups really have to respect one another. And that's the elected officials and that's the paid employees of the town of Rock Hall. And I think there is a very much of a relationship that can exist and should exist. We've seen it and we can continue to find this relationship going forward. Today, Rock Hall, like many other towns, we have our challenges and we will continue to. But in an effort to be able to, in turn, overcome these challenges, we have to really be able to know exactly what we're working with. We have to know what our strengths and what our weaknesses are within this town. And this is a very, I'm going to say, communication is the one thing that's going to drive this ship as we go forward. And we can go forward, and this is something we can achieve. Rock Hall is a very spirited, a very involved community. And I think what I have seen through the years is people really rally behind one another. And I think we certainly see at times where there's a need to, recognize what our weaknesses, and I think we've identified some of these. But I think now we really need to collect our resources and our strengths and our abilities and move this town forward.
Thank you. Mr. Jones, your own views on an ideal working relationship between the mayor and the town manager?
Well, it's important to work together as a team. I've demonstrated that for the past 4 years being in office. I've worked closely with the town manager. I continue to work closely with the town manager. For the past 2 years, the town manager and I have met frequently, probably on a day-to-day basis, to get updated on what's going on within the town, what action items need to be completed, what we need to take to the mayor and the council, and that has worked well. I've also had a good working relationship with the town staff. There are times where there will be disagreements, but it's important to work collaboratively as a team to do what's best for the town and its citizens.